What's going on, Gifted Hands family? It is Elijah Muse here, bringing you another lesson. Today we are going to be talking about the process that you can use to learn any song by ear. So if you do not read sheet music, or if you don't have sheet music for a song, and you're learning a song by ear, follow these 4 steps. They're pretty simple. It doesn't matter the difficulty level of the song. It could be a beginner song, it could be an easy song, it could be an extremely complex song. This process works for every single song. I use it to this day for any song that I'm learning by ear. All right, so let's jump into it. For this lesson, we are going to be using Stevie Wonder's popular song, it's entitled As. So I'm not going to be going through this whole song, but I'm just using it as an example to kind of show you the steps that you should be taking, the steps that you should use to learn any song like this or this song by ear. So let's listen to the song first before we start trying to learn it. First thing you have to do is just listen. Alright, so the first thing I was doing was kind of just, as I'm listening to the song, I'm kind of just fooling around, and I'm trying to find the key. So if you don't know how to find the key, I'm always listening for the one or the root note of the key, like where is the home at? And so I kind of heard it to be B, but if you're not familiar with how, let's look back again. Alright, so the first thing that comes in is dum 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 dum. I heard that. And then what happens after that? Alright, so I'm kind of listening and I hear these chords going on. I hear those chords, right? So I know if the first chord is B major, it might be a B, and we might be in the key of B major, but then it goes to the E major. So just automatically I know, well, in a major key, there are usually only 3 major chords. That's usually the 1, the 4, and the 5, right? And since I jumped from B to the E, it has to be that we're in B major, because look at the scale too. They play these notes, da, 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 and then they landed on a B major. So that sounds like 3, 5, 6, 7, and then they hit the 1. All right. So from listening to it, I'm able to find that it's in B major. So it starts off 1 to the 4. All right. So we kind of got the key. That's the very first step. After you listen to the song, you want to find the key of the song. So since we know this is in B major, let's go ahead and switch this bow. Now we're in B major. So that's the first step, finding the key of the song, all right? And if you know your diatonic scale theory, right? You can, once you think you know, like I said, it could have been B major. I heard an E major chord in there too. So why couldn't it be E major? Well, let's follow our diatonic theory. Or let's just play the scale for E major. So there's an A in the E major scale. But remember when in that opening lick we heard dum ba dum ba. So this follows the B major scale, not the A major scale, or else it would have went dun 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 or dun 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 dun. It would have went something like dun 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 dun. Right? That doesn't work. That doesn't sound right. It followed the B major scale instead, so it went dum ba da ba and landed on the 1 chord. All right, so that is our first step. So now that we have step number 1 down, let's move to step number 2, which is to listen to the song all the way through. Now that you know your key, I would start back from the beginning. However long it takes you to find your key is fine. But once you find the key, I'd go back and listen all the way from the beginning and write down the song form. So what do I mean by song form? When I say song form, I mean you have to listen to the different sections of the song. Most songs have like an intro, they have a verse, they have a chorus, they'll have a bridge, they might have a vamp, they might have a bridge even. So a lot of songs nowadays don't have bridges. But they might have a bridge, they might have a vamp, and then they'll probably have some type of outro. So you want to listen to each part of the song and